Hello everyone, happy Vlogmas day 3. It is Sunday, it's 11 in the morning, and we are off to a questionable start. Ikea was supposed to send people to come this morning to pick up a bunch of boxes that they sent to me by mistake and that have been here for over a week. And they said they would come today between 9 and 1. We're halfway through that time and no one is here. No one has called. I woke up early just to make sure I would be ready in case they came right at 9, because that's what they did when they brought the furniture that was supposed to be for me. And nothing has happened. So anyway, I am going to, I think, have a really chilled out day today. I think I'm gonna go get my nails done, like I mentioned probably 3 times yesterday, and that's probably gonna take a couple hours. I like to go to this place in Herald Square. I don't live near there, but I've been going there since I was like a sophomore in college, so I really like them. They're really good to me. So I think I'm gonna go get those done whenever they pick up this furniture. And then I also think I'm going to get a SoulCycle class right now and book a class for this evening, because I really hate it when my day doesn't feel productive, and I can already tell this won't be that productive of a day. So I feel like the very least I can do is go to Soul. Ooh, holiday pack. 6 classes. Oh, 5 classes and 1 extra. Should I do that? $165. Yeah, why not? Wait, when do I have to use them by? Maybe I should find that out first. I probably have to use them by January 1st. Am I gonna go to SoulCycle 6 times this month? Of course I will. Who am I kidding? All right, I'll buy it. You know what's so annoying is SoulCycle is more expensive in New York than it is in Chicago. In Chicago, a class is $30. In New York, a class is $34, which doesn't seem like a lot. You know, it's not like a huge difference, but it adds up, people. Okay, anyway. My series. Yep. Expires on December 30th. Okay. Well, I'll be going to SoulCycle a lot during Vlogmas. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get my nails done, go to SoulCycle. I'm probably gonna start editing yesterday's vlog right now because I'm still waiting for the guy and no one's here. And I really wanna go get coffee, but I'm afraid to leave because they're supposed to call me when they're about to be here. But what if for some reason they don't and they just show up and I'm down the block at Starbucks, you know? So maybe that's not the best idea. Anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do today. If you keep hearing that weird like hissing noise, it's my heater. I live in a pre-war building in New York on the Upper West Side, and they all make sounds like that when the heater's on. So I'm used to it, but maybe you're not. You know the other thing I really need to do today? That's what I'll do. I need to order shoes for SoulCycle. I've been going to SoulCycle since 2014. I want to say maybe 2013. And I've never had my own shoes. And my dad always gets so annoyed when he realizes how much money I've wasted over the years renting shoes, because it's $3 to rent the shoes every time. I could have bought like 12 pairs of shoes by now. And I think the only reason I kept putting it off is because I was like, well, I don't need my own shoes. Like, I'm not a professional spin person. But now it's like more than that. Now it's like, I should just, it's to save money, and then I'm not wearing someone else's shoes, because they're like rental shoes basically that you wear when you go to class. So I have a pair that I kind of had my eye on. I know my size. and you can actually just buy the shoes online, and then you can buy the clips at SoulCycle, and then that way you know that they are on and they fit perfectly and everything. So maybe I will do that now, and I don't know, I'll try and take care of some computer stuff while I'm sitting here waiting for Ikea to show up. And then once they show up and take the boxes, I will tell you my Ikea story. But I don't really want to start it now, because if something happens today, then I'm gonna have to add on more anyway, so to be continued. By the way, this is how the pillow from CB2 looks on my bed. I think it looks really good. I think it matches the vibe. So now that Ikea has finally picked up, it's like 12:30. I can finally start my day and leave the apartment. I think I'm gonna just leave now and not come back until after my SoulCycle class tonight. My class is at 6 in Tribeca. So I'm just gonna get ready now in like what I would wear to Soul, and I'm gonna go, like I said, get some coffee, get my nails done, and maybe run an errand or two before class, but yay. Right now I'm just watching Alfie's Vlogmas. I just finished Zoe's, and I edited most of the vlog from yesterday that's going up tonight. But I want to do something productive with the day first before I finish that video. I'll be honest, like my vlogs are probably gonna all go up around like 9 or 10 p.m. almost every night. So that's just how it's gonna be. But none of you are like sitting there at your alarms refreshing my page anyway, so it's fine. But they'll all go up. I'm gonna vlog every day. I'm gonna do my best to upload every day too, but sometimes I might have to upload like 2 days. Like for example, I might have to upload Vlogmas day 9 and 10 both on 11, just because that's when I had more free time to edit. So we'll see. But anyway, I am very happy with this purchase.
I'll leave our friendship on a somewhat positive note when we last saw each other. I know I can't do that.
Well, you'll go to church tonight and maybe you'll find some solace in that.
Yeah.
So I just finished getting my nails done. Boop. And I came down to Tribeca a little early because I didn't have time to really go all the way back home. I guess I could have, but I wasn't really in the mood. So I'm gonna go to the Zara that's down here and maybe the Urban Outfitters. I really prefer the shopping down here near Freedom Tower. I don't know. In my experience, they usually have the best stock and they're the biggest. So anyway, hopefully I can find something. And then, I don't know. It's like only 4:15, but it's already really dark, and that's kind of sad because I can't wear my sunglasses and hide my disgusting face. So that's what the hood is for. Hi guys, it's me from the future. It is actually the day after you are watching this vlog. I was editing the footage from Vlogmas Day 3 and I realized that I never told the Ikea story. And I really wanted to put that into this vlog because I want to leave it in the past and never talk about it again. So I'm telling it now and putting it in yesterday. Whatever, you get it, no one cares. So, the Ikea story. Our story begins on November 6th. I wanted to order a new dresser and a new lounge chair from Ikea. The reason I wanted to order it when I did is because that weekend Ikea was having a sale basically on free shipping. There was not gonna be any shipping on orders made like the 6th and 7th of November, I think. And that never happens. And if you live in Manhattan, then you know it's a real big struggle to get things from Ikea because you either have to pay shipping, which is $200, regardless of how much the item is or what it is, shipping is $200. Or you have to pay an Uber to bring it home for you, which I did with this mirror here. That was a $107 Uber, so I really didn't want to do that again. Or you have to rent a U-Haul, which is just a pain in the ass. And I feel like if it was the summertime and I had more free time, I would do it. But like, that's not the case, you know, right now. And also these items were going to be super heavy, so I didn't think that was really smart. Or you have to pay the Ikea delivery people. Like, you go to Ikea and you pay for it, and then you stand in another line to pay for it to be sent to your house, which is still around, for the Upper West Side where I live from Ikea, which is in Red Hook, Brooklyn, it's still around $175. So either way, you're looking at very expensive shipping prices, which I feel like is really hard to swallow when the items themselves are so inexpensive and you know you have to build it yourself anyway. Like the dresser that I ordered was $179. The chair I ordered was $200. So it came out to $400, like $412 with tax. But then I would have been looking at $600 if I paid for shipping. And I don't know, I just that didn't sit well with me. Like, I know I spend a lot of money, but I don't like to spend money on stupid things. So when I found out that they were having this free shipping thing, I freaked because I've been putting off these purchases basically all year, trying to maybe wait and see if I could get these items or similar items like somewhere else, or even get them off Craigslist just because I didn't want to pay for the shipping. But finally, the free shipping promotion they were having convinced me, like, okay, I have to do this. It's a sign. Was it? So the first obstacle that was thrown my way was that earlier in that week, when they had the free shipping at the beginning of November, my debit card had been flagged for fraud. So I didn't have a debit card. So when I saw that these items were gonna be able to be purchased with free shipping, I was like, oh crap, I can't buy them. So I called my dad, and we share a credit card. So I asked if it was okay to put the furniture on the credit card. He knows my Ikea struggle. Like, he knows, you know, how annoying this is. And we've been talking about me making these purchases for a while. So he was like, yeah, that's totally fine. Just put it on my credit card. I went online and made the purchase. Well, I tried. My dad's card was declined, which, I know our finances, so I knew that was wrong. That shouldn't have happened. So I thought, oh, maybe I put in the billing address wrong, because my dad's billing address is different than where I live, where my shipping was. And I thought, oh, maybe I forgot to put in a different billing address. So I did it again. Declined. Then my dad calls me and was like, oh, the bank just called. They think it's fraud. That's why the card was declined. And I was like, oh, of course. So he tells them, go ahead and let Samantha make the purchase. And then the bank tells him to tell me to try it again. I tried a third time. Still declined. At this point, I'd wasted like maybe 45 minutes like trying to do this. So I was like, I'm just gonna call. So I called Ikea, obviously was transferred 10 million times, and finally got put on with this super nice girl, and I tried to explain everything, and she was like, okay, well, here's the problem. Our online system, if you've tried a credit card 3 times, like 3 is the magic number. Of course it is. Couldn't have been 4. No, it was 3. If you've tried the card number 3 times, you can't try it again for 48 hours because our system like suspects fraud, so you just can't. And I was like, okay, but if I wait 48 hours, the like free shipping promotion's gonna be over. So she's like, yeah, so you need to use another card. And I was like, but I don't have another card. My debit card, I already like didn't have a debit card, and it takes, I think you know, it takes like a week to get a new debit card sent in the mail. And I was like, I don't have another card. And she's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. So I don't want to say that I didn't cry, but like I did cry, let's be real. I was just getting so frustrated. So I called my dad and, you know, was kind of like, I don't know what else to do because neither of the cards are working. And my dad was like, okay, I have another credit card. You can use that one and see if it works. So I decided to skip trying to do it online and just called someone to do it over the phone. And luckily everything went through. It was no problem. I wish that's where the story ended. I really do. But that was, I feel like looking back, I'm like, that was the easiest part of this whole thing. So that happened on November the 6th. And then she told me over the phone that my delivery would be scheduled for November 12th, which was a Sunday. I purposely blocked out that entire Sunday. I didn't make any other plans. I was told I'd have the earliest delivery slot, so I thought that'd be great. The furniture would come. I could spend all day building it. One and done. And that's sort of what happened, but sort of not. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a video, would there? So my delivery time was scheduled for like 10 a.m. on a Sunday, and Ikea, I don't know if it's like this in other states, but in Manhattan at least, they use a like an external delivery company basically that they send all of their deliveries through. So the delivery guy called me and said, hey, I'm like 10 minutes away right at 10 o'clock. So it was perfect. He came early, and I went out to go meet him like on the sidewalk in front of my apartment. And as he's pulling the boxes out of the truck, I was like, something is wrong. There aren't enough boxes. Like, I ordered a huge kind of like lounge chair, and this dresser is like 63 inches long, and I could just tell by the size of the boxes, like, or there weren't enough boxes, like I could tell something was wrong. So he comes into my apartment and he's like, I don't have your chair. I said, okay. I was under the impression everything was coming today, so do you know where it is? And he was like, no, it might be here later today. It might be here later in the week. I don't know, but someone will call you to set up another delivery. I was like, okay. So he said there are 3 boxes to make the dresser. I have 3 boxes for the dresser. 1, 2, 3. Will you sign for these? And I said, okay. I signed for them. He left. So I started to build the drawers. That was the first box I opened. I built 3 drawers. It took me 1 hour. I was very proud of myself. Then I thought, okay, let's just keep going. I opened the second box, 3 more drawers. It took me another hour. Okay. Now I'm like, let's just finish. I can do it all in one day. I opened the 3rd box. It was more drawers. So they sent me 9 drawers. No like top, sides, not the frame of the dresser, just 3 boxes of drawers. So I immediately called the delivery company to find out if they had my other box, like the correct box on the truck still, or if the driver could come back. And they told me like, they didn't even get the right box, and it was a problem with Ikea. They said like whatever Ikea gave them from the warehouse, that's what they had. So I was transferred to someone from Ikea. Obviously, you know, that took like 6 hours. You're on the phone with this person. I told the story like 6 different times. Every time I was transferred, I had to keep retelling the story. Finally, I got transferred to a guy who was pretty nice, and he told me, he was like, oh, okay, so it sounds like you received box 2 of 3, and then 3 of 3, but you didn't receive a 1 of 3. And I said, no, I did not receive box 1 of 3. So he said, okay, you know, I'll fill out the appropriate paperwork and have the correct box 1 of 3 sent to you. And when it's sent, the delivery guy will take the extra box of drawers that you got. So you just do a little swap. And I said, okay, sounds great. Do you know when that will be? And he said, it's looking like it'll be Thursday. And this was Sunday. And I'm looking around my apartment, and like, I don't know how it looks in vlogs. Like, it is pretty big though for a studio, at least in Manhattan, I feel like. But 6 drawers that are like this big all over the floor of my apartment, I was like, I have to live like this until Thursday? Okay. Like, I wish I had known that the boxes weren't correct, because then I wouldn't have even started building the thing, because it was taking up so much space in my apartment. It would have taken up less space if I wouldn't have even built it. Anyway, so I said to him on the phone, do you also know about the chair? And he said, oh yeah, I'll have them check on that, but I don't know when that's coming. I said, oh, okay, great. He told me that it would be standard in these situations to refund me the price of shipping. That's like, I guess what they do. But since I got free shipping, he gave me a $50 gift card. Which like at the time seemed nice, but now I'm like, wait a minute, shipping is $200. So I would have gotten $200 back, but okay, anyway. So he sent me a $50 Ikea gift card, which I did get in the mail like about a week ago. So then this all happened Sunday, right? Sunday the like 12th of November. 2 days later, a Tuesday, November 14th, I get a phone call at like noon from this number that was like kind of recognizable. I usually don't answer the phone if it's a number that's not saved in my contacts, but this one looked recognizable for some reason, so I answered. Good thing I answered, because it was the delivery guy from Sunday. And he was like, hey girl, I'm outside of your apartment. I have your chair. And I was like, no one set up a time with me. No one told me to be home or anything. I was like, I'm not there. And he's like, okay, well, I feel like I remember your building. Like it was, you know, it seemed like there was an area to leave things. And he said, can I just leave it in front of your door? And I was like, well, I'm okay with that. But a lot of delivery companies won't leave something without a signature. And he said, if I text you a picture of it in front of your door and you text back saying, okay, that you can see it's in front of your door, is that fine? And I said, yeah, that's fine if that counts as signature confirmation, whatever. So he did that. I texted him back, okay, thanks, great. I got home Tuesday night, the box was there, I pushed it into my apartment, I built the chair, which was difficult because I had 6 drawers all over my floor taking up space, but whatever, I built it, it was fine. So then Thursday comes, and this is like Thursday the 16th. And I got like an automated phone call from the delivery company saying, your delivery is going to come between 4 and 7. But they didn't call me until 3:30. So I was like, okay, well, there's nothing I can do about that now. And I was just hoping that it was gonna be the same guy from the previous 2 deliveries and he would just leave the box. And actually, because I knew that it was going to be sometime Thursday, I actually left the wrong box with the drawers in it outside of my apartment door with a note saying like, hi, please take this, just in case they came when I wasn't home, like he did on Tuesday. So I left the box there. I get a phone call at like 5 something, and I could tell right away it wasn't the same guy. And he was like, it was really hard to hear him. And he was like, I have your boxes. I said, okay, can you just leave them? And he said, yeah, and then I'll send you a picture. And I said, okay, perfect. And I said, it should just be 1 box, right? And he's like, no, I have 4. And I was like, what? And he's like, 4 boxes. And I was like, no, just 1. And he's like, which one? And I was like, oh God, like I couldn't tell him like which box it was. I have no idea. So I said, well, can you at least take the box that's there? And he said, no, you have to schedule a pickup. And I was like, but this is supposed to be a pickup. And he's like, I can only drop off. And I was like, oh my God. And he's like, I'm just gonna leave the boxes in front of your door. And I said, okay, will you send me a picture? And he said, okay. He never sent a picture. I got home that night around like 6, which is a little early for me. I get home at 6. I already was kind of dreading what was happening. Like, I think I figured it out on my way home. And when I got home, my worst fears were confirmed. They resent my entire original order. So I got another chair, 2 more boxes of drawers, and then the correct box for the dresser that I hadn't received the first time. And the guy left the other box of drawers that I wasn't supposed to have. So I immediately called the delivery company because the guy had only left my apartment maybe like half an hour before, and I knew they make deliveries until like 7, so I figured, okay, maybe his truck's still in the area, like let me just call. And the woman tried, but she was like, he's already back, the trucks are all headed back for the night, like we can't take it anymore. And so she said, this is something you have to take up with Ikea. And I was like, of course I do. So I was transferred to Ikea again, and I explained the situation. I promise you, like, I am not one of those people that is on the phone and is like bratty. Like, I literally prepare myself to call like insurance companies or places like Ikea or like, you know, anything for troubleshooting. Like, I try so hard to be polite. I try to be calm. Like, I just know that when you go into a situation with that attitude, you get better results. So I tried to be super nice, and I was just like, please help me. This has been going on for weeks. Like, you know, I ordered this stuff on November 6th. It's November 16th. I have all the wrong things, or I have double of everything that I need, and the boxes are here, and you didn't take the wrong, you guys get it. So that girl was really nice about it and everything, but she was like, I'm really sorry, but because of, you know, we're too close to the weekend, so I can't schedule a weekend delivery for you. And I told her that I was obviously going out of town. Thanksgiving was like right the following week, and I was going out of town in a couple days. So the earliest that we could schedule the pickup for them to come pick up the second chair that they gave me basically for free, and the 2 boxes of drawers that they gave me basically for free, and then the wrong box of drawers that they sent me in the first order, the earliest they could pick that up was December 3rd. December 3rd. So I was left with this problem of, where am I gonna put these boxes? Because I don't think you understand how big the box for the chair was, especially. Like, it was almost pretty much up to my shoulder, and I think you can see it in the clip that I have earlier in this vlog of when the guy picked it up. It was huge. It took up so much space. But luckily, most of the other boxes fit under my bed, and I just left them there. And also, if I'm being honest, it really wasn't a huge deal because I was in Chicago for Thanksgiving for most of that time. But like, I thought about it afterwards, and I was like, if I was a mean, like terrible person, I could have just kept that extra furniture, not said anything, and like sold the stuff on Craigslist or something. Or I could have just had 2 chairs and a whole lot of drawers. Like, obviously I didn't do that, but it's just so frustrating to know that like there's that much carelessness going on in a company that that's what ends up happening. Like, people just get furniture pieces for free, or like get the wrong thing multiple times. So as you saw earlier in the vlog, a guy did come, he picked up everything. That was the end of it. But I was like even thinking like, what else could happen? Because I feel like what else could happen I should prepare myself for, because it just seems like this is a nightmare that's never gonna end. But luckily it was fine. The guy came, he picked up all my boxes, and now I have the 1 dresser I ordered and the 1 chair I ordered and nothing else. But the story began on November 6th and didn't end until December 3rd. I feel like that's just insane. Like, in that 1 month span, I received half of a dresser, then a few days later, the chair, and then a few days later, the other half of the dresser, and then the whole dresser again, and then another chair. And then, like 2 weeks after that, they came to take away the chair that wasn't mine, the 2 drawers that weren't mine, and the half of the dresser that I didn't need in the first place. Like, I feel like the lesson here is you get what you pay for. Like, everyone knows Ikea is trash, but like we all keep buying stuff there anyway. I mean, I'm happy I have my stuff, but I really do feel like it was maybe more trouble than it was worth. Like, I could have just paid an extra $200 to buy something more expensive from West Elm, and it would have been delivered to my apartment for free, and 2 guys would have carried it in for me, and it would have been built already. Like, I don't know. I would love, really genuinely love, if you guys have any Ikea horror stories, please leave them down below in the comments, because I really want to know that I'm not the only one that has dealt with terrible delivery service from Ikea. But also, if you guys have seen clips of my dresser or my chair and you really like them, then please leave a comment down below telling me how much you like them, because that'll make me feel better about having to go through all of this crap, because at least I got nice things out of it. So anyway, that's it.